Sometimes the smallest thing can make you feel really good. If you've been following us for a while, you remember when I put up these insulated Roman shades. That was a big deal for us because it allows us to keep this room a lot cooler when it's warm and a lot warmer when it's cold. The next big step was this set of shelves. I'd already put these shelves up and these shelves, and we were very happy with those. But I wanted one more set. Oh, and I also put up this hanger on the ceiling for pots that are only used once in a while. But this set of shelves was quite the saga. We went down to our local big box store and we bought the pieces, and it turned out they changed the pieces and they didn't fit together. And then we went down and got them again, and this set of pieces went together. But we couldn't get all of the pieces we wanted. And finally, yesterday we had to go up to Flagstaff, and that big box store that we had bought these from is not in Flagstaff. But I don't know if you've ever noticed this or not. If you have like a Lowe's and a Home Depot, sometimes the same company, in this case Closet Made, does not sell the same stuff to each company. But I was pretty sure that what they were doing was just putting different labels on some of the stuff. So I took a really good look at the ones that we have here. What I'm talking about is these brackets underneath here. These guys. And I took a really good look at it and looked at all the details of how they were put together. And when I went up to Home Depot yesterday, I found this. Now, it does not have the same code numbers, but it is the same shape. And it does have all the same brackets, holes, etc., etc. So I bought two of them. And yesterday evening, when we got home, I was able to finally, after almost a month of trying, finish this set of shelves. That felt really good. And now I have another shelf that I can put odd bits and pieces. We're not trying to put super heavy stuff. As you can see, most of the stuff is like empty pots, empty this, that, the other things. There's some canning supplies up there. We have canning rings and some lids and stuff like that. But most of this is just fairly fluffy. It's just that it takes space. And instead of having to stash it on the floor someplace random, I wanted the place to be organized, and it is. Yay! And I still actually have more room. I have more room on this shelf, and I actually have more room on the top shelf. I just have to decide what I want to put up there, because that's a little hard to get to, so you kind of have to decide it's not something you want to get to really quickly. But very excited, I know. I have a small life if I'm excited about shelves. But it really has made a huge difference in here. We have a lot more storage and just a lot more free space in here, not as nearly as much stashed on the floor anymore. It's awesome to finally have the feeling that this is sort of under control. Yay! Under control is a good thing. Something like early this spring, like really early, we decided we were going to finally get the drapes up in the great room. The drapes that we had originally chosen were no longer available, so we chose this variety. And we lived with them for a few months, and it made a big difference in terms of keeping the heat out and providing some shade when we needed it and all that sort of good stuff. They are blackout, so loving it so far. Really loving it. There's our seedlings. They're ready to be transplanted. That's one of the jobs for this weekend. And this is a giant dog bed and kitty bed. But today, I managed to finish up yet another project, which is get the other set of drapes up in the great room. And here they are. Ta-da! Figured you guys didn't need to watch me do it. I had to move the icebox. Yes, that is an icebox. It's a real icebox from when iceboxes were actually used. They had ice in them. And so the icebox had to be moved. I had to move some of the boxes because we still have a lot of storage here. It hasn't been put away yet. But, yeah. So all the windows in the great room now have drapes on them. That definitely qualifies as, yay!